Motion to support the staff.
No, I would like to make my comment.
Go ahead. A comment or a question?
Not a comment. I mean, it was my agenda item that the Board of County Commissioners of Indian River County asked to have done.
Well, the chair asked if there was a question, and there were no questions, and so I was making a motion, and then, so I would imagine that a comment or discussion would come under debate after a motion and a second.
Well, I think we ought to hear both sides before any motion is made.
Commissioner Solari, and we'll take public comment as well. We have two speakers on this issue.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At the start of the grant process, 750 was called by another name, the Sustainable Communities Initiative. Political and community groups never signed up for the 750. They signed up for the Southeast Florida Regional Partnership Sustainable Communities Grant. Unfortunately, the first year that the grant did not go well, and the whole process almost exploded. At the March 16, 2012 Treasure Coast Regional Planning Council meeting, Ramon Trias, a member of the council board, said that the, quote, project has spent $700,000 with no results so far. The comment made at the budget meeting earlier that morning was, quote, they have squandered most of $1 million. Another attendee said the South Florida Regional Planning Council had spent a large sum of money and had no deliverables. My understanding is that the first $700,000 to $1 million of the $4.25 million grant was used simply to pay the salaries of members of the South Florida Regional Planning Council, that is, to maintain that overstaffed bureaucracy, and not to do the work that was called for by the grant. I wrote Mr. Busha to see if my understanding was consistent with his. Reading from his reply, I concur. Your letter accurately captures the mood and concerns of the Executive Committee and the Treasure Coast Regional Planning Council during the 6 months prior to March 30th, 2012. The minutes of the meetings at this time confirm the anxiety of a number of council members during this period. I will note that it was also on March 16th at the Treasure Coast Regional Planning Council that Marcella Campbell said that the staff was, quote, now thinking about giving it a new identity and a new name. She also noted at the same presentation, quote, we do have a challenge regarding management and budget. It wasn't until June of 2012 that the Southeast Florida Regional Partnership staff unveiled to the Sustainable Communities Executive Committee the edgy and flexible name 750. In that memo, the staff noted that the name 750 describes all counties equally. I will note that after the votes of the county commissions of Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties, as well as a number of municipalities in them, that all counties are no longer participating equally. In my view, a major failing of the Sustainable Communities Initiative was that it was a staff-driven process with little input, at least from this Regional Planning Council. I will give 3 examples to back up my statement. The only time there was even significant comments by this council regarding the plan was at the October 17th joint meeting in Damien. At that time, the plan had only been available for a couple of weeks, and by the participants' own admission, most had read little, if any, of the plan. At a later Treasure Coast Regional Planning Council meeting, Mr. Stephen Weaver noted that even those cursory comments had not been discussed or addressed in the plan. They were later noted in a document, but there was never any substantive discussion of them by this council. Indian River County discussed the idea of a name change in December of 2013. Quoting from a December 17, 2013 PC Palm article, quote, Marcella Campbell, 750's project director, said that the name wouldn't be changed as long as the effort is supported by groups within all 7 counties, such as the cities of Sebastian, Port St. Lucie, or Stewart. I would have thought that this was a policy decision and the council as a voting as a body would have had the final say. At the September 26, 2013 St. Lucie County Planning and Zoning meeting, a 750 staff person said that the region needs a business plan. The draft of the plan is called Southeast Florida Prosperity Plan. There's no economic analysis, no financial analysis, or economic discussion or analysis, no costs associated with the different items. There's absolutely no way to prioritize based on the economic values or benefits of one action as opposed to another. Interestingly, and with no discussion before this council that I am aware of, the document was changed to a research tool, and that is how it is described in today's staff memo discussing the changing of the name of 750. I believe that if the staff can change the purpose of the grant from a business plan for economic prosperity to being a research tool with no council discussion, and if the staff can change the name of Sustainable Communities Initiative in response to the initial management and budget challenges, then, given the withdrawal of 3 counties by a 12-3 vote, changing the name again is a very reasonable request. I'd therefore like to move that the name 750 be changed back to its original name, the Sustainable Communities Initiative. Thank you.